Okay, so we are back at it. This time the C3 Corvette 1974 speed, 350 cubic inch of small block Chevy. I don't know what all that means, but whatever, it sounds good. Alright, so in this video, by the way, welcome back to the channel. Nice to have you here. Let's start off with the weather. We finally have some decent weather. Look at that, huh? It's nice and sunny and humid and hot. You know, for 2.5 months I complained about the rain and the cool weather. 40s, 50s, rainy, windy. Just horrible weather for 2.5 months. And now it's just way too hot. So we went from winter-like weather to scorching heat. Just like that. But whatever, I'll take it all day. Alright, so we are about to install a new custom Autosound stereo. Hold on, let me shut off that fan. Okay, let's open this thing up. So it's a custom Autosound US 740, made to fit the C3 Corvette. Hopefully. Let's open her up. Hold on, let me adjust this camera just a little higher, a little more. That should do it. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's see what we have here. That's gonna look really, really good on there. Okay, so we have the wiring harness. That looks simple enough. Let's see. We have the power cables, constant 12 volts, ground, accessories, key, and what do we have here? This one is for an amp. We're not going to use that. And power antenna. We're not using that. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 speaker connection. Simple enough. And what is this? An auxiliary plug. I guess this is good for an old school, maybe iPod or anything that plays music that uses this style connection. We'll see. That may not go in. Oh, we have a mic. Oh my God. Yeah, this is going to be awesome. Bluetooth. Very nice. We have to find a nice location for this. And then here's the stereo. That looks pretty nice. Oh, I thought it was really old school. I was ready to press it all the way in. It's just a little micro switch in there. That's pretty cool. So I think when you turn it on, it changes to digital. And when it's off, it just looks stock. That's pretty nice. Custom Autosound. Okay, so we have antenna. Subwoofer out. Very nice. Mic in. Alright, so that's for the mic. And then we have a USB. So we have this USB here. Wow, it's got line out too. Front, rear, and auxiliary. Auxiliary in. Okay, so that would be for this one here. So you plug the RCA jacks in here, left and right. And this part here goes to any music player that has this style of output plug. I wonder what this is here. CD changer? Could be. Could control a CD changer. not bad. And we have the buttons here. Very nice. So we have two different styles of button here. Let's see. Let's see. Or are those spacers? Very nice. Oh yeah. That looks official. And these are, yeah, these are definitely buttons. I guess you can either go with this style, depending on the car, what they come with, or this one. I think I like these better. Yeah. Okay, let's put that to the side. All right. What do we have here? 1-inch cutout. I don't think I'll be cutting a hole, especially not a 1-inch hole. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, a USB. Long jacks. Oh, I see. So we can plug this in instead of using. And did I see a USB? Okay, so instead of using this and running this end somewhere in the console or in the glove box, you can just plug it in here and put this in a nice convenient spot. So I'm thinking maybe the cigarette lighter that's in that car, maybe I can get that or this here to fit right in the same location. We'll see, as long as I don't have to cut anything, because I would hate to cut originality, right? We'll figure it out. It's pretty nice. Cool. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so I removed the faceplate and the bezel here. It's nice, decent looking Kenwood for the mid-90s. With a CD player. I wonder if there's a CD in there. Maybe I should take the CD out first. If there is one in there, let's see. Eject button. Right here. Oh yeah. Oh no, oh no. Copyright. Oh. Alright, Alright, so these keys, I'm hoping they fit. These have been laying around for 30 years. Let's see if they work. Uh-huh. Let's try this one here. Oh man, that is tight. Oh, that is snugged in there real good. Now, these aren't the proper keys. You see that little indentation on each one? You're supposed to insert them completely, and then it grabs. But these aren't the proper keys. So, let's see if I can pull this out. I don't want to break it either. Yeah, that's not working. These are the wrong keys. That's just pulling out the plastic plate. There's an area I can grab it. Ooh. Just get back in there. Alright, so that's what happens when you don't have the proper keys. Who knows how long this thing's been in there. Yeah, that's pulling out the plastic. Alright, let's see if I can find some more keys, or if I can come up with something a little better. I can feel that it has locking tabs in there. right, let's see if I can find something else. All right, never mind. I went to pull the keys out and she started moving. See if I can hook it. Okay. There we go. Oh, not there. Over here. All right, slowly she'll come out. Come on. Ooh. I'm trying not to destroy it. I feel bad destroying the old classic Kenwood. What is all this stuff coming out of there? See that gooey stuff? Come on. Come on in. There we go. Alright, I have to go get a towel. I have to lay a towel right here. I don't want to scratch up this console. I don't want to ruin it. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have it out. No, I did not destroy it. She's good. Okay, so I would give this one away too, but it's not mine to give out. So that one goes back to my friend. And look at this. What the hell are these things? Isn't this for like home electrical systems? What do they call these? Twisties, twist on something. Can you say flipper? Flipper. All right, the reason I say flipper is because you guys remember when I was working on the C4, I discovered, hold on for a second, I have UPS. Okay, so I lost my train of thought. Someone needed my assistance. All right, so stereo. All right, wiring. Oh, okay, now I remember. Flipper. L Flipper did this. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this apart, test everything, and make sure there aren't any frayed wires in here. And this looks horrible, but I'll check it out. All right, let me take this apart. Okay, so Houston, we have a problem. All right, so I removed the old stereo and all the wire nuts here. You got the speaker wires here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 speaker wires, antenna, accessories, ground, and 12-volt power line. Here's the issue. The stereo is intended to go in place of the stock stereo. So you see what's going on here? Because this was replaced long ago, they removed whatever faceplate was on here and they installed this to get this single DIN stereo in here. And this one seems to be a little wider, so it won't slide in place. I'm going to do some research and see if they sell something that goes in place. If not, I may have to remove this plate. I'm not sure how it's on there. I don't see any screws, so I'm not sure how that's held on there. And I'll have to trim it. And this did not come with a faceplate, because again, this is intended to go from behind the dash into the original spot. So you wouldn't see any of this. You would just see the knobs and this faceplate. So, all right, we're gonna have to figure this one out. All right, so I removed the plate. Sure enough, oh boy, they cut it all out. This is gonna have to be replaced. Damn it, man. Oh, that's horrible. All right, I'm gonna set the stereo in there somehow, some way, until we can figure out exactly what we are going to do here. Wow, that's so sad. But this is what they did back then, you know. No one cared. Back in the 80s and the 90s, they didn't care too much about deforming these vehicles, right? Today, you would never do this. Never. I mean, you have to replace this whole thing. This whole piece. And then put the gauges in the new one. Wow. That's sad. All right, well, let me continue on. Oh boy, what did I get myself into? This whole center console had to come apart. Look at all the wiring and lights that belong on this thing. Oh boy. All right, well, we're gonna have to figure this one out. Something's got to give. What a mess of wires, huh? Well, at least they're marked. Someone took the time to mark them. Hopefully I can get them all back in place exactly how they were. All right, let's get this on the bench and see if we can get this stereo installed. All right, so the clock is out. The clock is not working. I'm going to check it, see if it's just a wiring issue. It only uses one wire, so I'm sure that's positive, and then the base is ground. And I took two bulbs that were laying in here, and I think there's one more because I can hear it. You hear that? Oh, there it is, right in that little pocket. There it is. Come on, baby. Come on. There it is. Got it. She's out. She looks blown, too. We'll test it. Where am I going to find these, right? All right, let's see if I can get this stereo to stay in here. Okay, so I have it in there pretty good. It doesn't look too pretty, but I think once I put the buttons on here, it'll look a little better, right? I mean, you can see it looks like they used a grinder to get that other stereo to fit in here. The only thing I can do is maybe I'll paint this black so you don't see it as much. Put the knobs on there, but it's pretty tight. See? It's holding on. There's also a bracket that goes behind it, that one there. So I'll install that and then fasten it somewhere in the back underneath the dash. It's not going to look too bad. All right, let's see if I can get this clock working. I don't see how to take this apart. I won't even attempt it. I'm just going to clean up the connectors here and power it up and see if it tick-tocks. Okay, so I tested the clock. I put it back in place. It doesn't work. There's no real way of opening it, but I set it for 6 o'clock. I think that looks good there. All right, I still need to put that bracket on here. And I removed the cigarette lighter and its base and install the Bluetooth cable here. Pretty cool. Fits just right. And if you can see it, all right, hold on. That's the señorita. Here comes my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I put in my order for my French vanilla 5 Splenda shots, and of course my blueberry. All right, so let's go. All right, so you've seen the stereo. Let me go from the other side. All right, so I cleaned the wiring up just a little. I'm gonna clean this up too. I'm gonna make this look more better, right? So it doesn't look like a mess. And then I removed that wiring that was unnecessary because the ground and power wire here are long enough. And then they didn't use this gray wire, but I'm pretty sure this is illumination. And if that radio has that option, we'll use it. And then we have this here. So let me make sure you guys can see that. All right, so right here we have 4 pretty decent sized speaker wires that are coming from the back. So they run through here, right? And they run towards the back. Oh boy, not again. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, never mind. That was a scam caller. I get 10 of those a day. Oh, by the way, check that out. Ooh. Ooh. Gunmetal. 17-inch by 9.5. Yeah, let's not talk about it right now. You need to come back. Hit that subscribe button, that notification button, and you can see where this is going. All right, let's get back in here. Oh, where was I? I was in this area. All right, so for 4 speakers, I'm going to leave them in there. I know for sure that there are 2 back here behind the seat that are wired here. I have them separated. And then I was looking at this. This is the fiber optics. 3 of them. And they come through here. Not sure if they work, but I'm going to plug those back in. And I'm wondering if these are plugged in. What is this? See, this is a no bueno right here. What the heck is this? Oh, this is for the lighter. Okay, so we'll eliminate this. All right, that's good. I'll make sure that all these lights, if there are any in here, I'll make sure they work before I put it all back together. And there's the brake switch. Looks like someone rewired that. Okay. All right. Let me test these wires. Make sure they work. We'll be right back. Okay. So the support bracket is in place. It's pretty strong, pretty sturdy. That should be okay there, because there isn't a spot in the car behind that dash to bolt anything down. So, and I'm not going to drill a hole through the transmission tunnel just to put this in place. So that's going to have to do. Luckily, this isn't made of plastic, and so look, you can lift it from here. So it should be okay. All right, let me go do the wiring, and we'll do some testing. Okay. Boy, this was a little bit of a job. All right, so the stereo's in, and it's all wired up. Here's your harness, nice and clean. 2 plugs, your antenna, and these are the factory harnesses. All of these here that go on the back of this, including the oil pressure. All right, so whoever did this last marked these. See, they put a piece of tape on there and then they wrote on there with a magic marker. That's unnecessary. You don't need to do that. You see this? This plug only goes in one spot. This one only goes in one spot. This one only goes in one spot. So it doesn't match up. This is for the clock. It's the only one like this for the power. So this is constant power. And then all of the gray are illumination. So he marked them number 4, number 3, number 5, number 7. And then he marked them here. Well, I'm saying he, but I don't know who did this. But you see where it says gray right there? Gray wires. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this right here tells you that it's pink and light blue. Pink and light blue. The one underneath it, below it, is light blue and white. Light blue and white. Simple. All that other stuff is extra. So let's see if I can plug all this in, and oh, it's going to be a mission, but it's got to get done. So let me get to it. Okay, everything's in place. Just need to tighten down the last 2 bolts right here. That from behind, that pulls this console back into place. Everything's wired up. Wipers work. Voltage works. Everything works except for the clock. Of course, the clock's not working. But yeah, that's it. That's it for now. And that's why. You see the rain? It's coming. There it is. I knew it. I knew it was going to come back. It's all right. I'll get back on it tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to adjust the emergency brake. We're going to fix that power window on the passenger side. What else? I know there's other things that need to be addressed here, but I just can't remember right now. I can't think because I'm hot, and I want to get out of here before it downpours. So to all you guys that stayed to the end, thank you very much. Appreciate you.